Hey folks, good morning out here at Lindo Lake. Going to show you another new vehicle, a 2025 Mazda CX70. You know, it's funny when you were probably looking at the Mazda lineup in their SUVs because they do a really good job in their SUVs. And they had the CX50, which people thought it's a little on the small side. So then they came out with the CX90, which is a 3-row. This is a 2-row. And people said, wow, that took care of all the problem. But then the people in the CX90 wanted something a little smaller, but the CX50 was too small. So what they did is they came out with the CX70. Now, the CX70 is nothing more than a CX90 with the 3rd-row seat removed. So you've got a lot more space in the back. This one's a 6-cylinder, not a V6, but a straight 6, like back in the good old days. Plenty of get up and go, plenty of power. 23 city, 28 highway, 25 combined, no complaints whatsoever. You can get a hybrid, a plug-in on this vehicle if you choose to do. This one's at Zircon Sand Metallic. Looks really good in the sun. You've got eSky Active. It's a 3.3 turbo liter 6. You've got a hybrid boost in this as well, so it definitely gets up and scoots. 8-speed automatic. You've got 21-inch alloy wheels, nice looking wheel, very well designed to the paint. You've also got hands-free tailgate, heated mirrors, Napa leather, and you got a really nice material on the dash. Reminds you of an entry-level luxury car. You've got 8-way driver's seat and passenger seat, which is nice. You've got power tilt and telescoping wheel. Because if you ever tried to grab that handle and bend it down, man, that thing can be a pain. So I love the power. Mazda Connect service. It's a subscription program. Safety's amazing. Blind spot, lane departure. It's got a driver monitor, front and rear park sensors, 360 monitor camera. And when this camera lights up, there's no doubt you know what you're doing. iActive all-wheel drive. So if you end up getting into the snow or mud, you'll get out no problem. Power panoramic sunroof, so you can get the sunshine in. 12.3 liter dash for all your infotainment center. The infotainment center is a little bit dated. It'd be nice if you do a little touch screen. They use a rotary knob, which is old technology. Some of the options: heated rear seats. So if you like your back passengers, you can do it. Front and rear foot lamps. You've got ventilated front seats, wiper deicer, and leather-wrapped two-tone steering wheel. You're looking at a base price on this particular model of $55,950. You can get into it for as little as $40,445. Just depends on what options you want. This one they did hit you $450 for the paint, and then the options brings it up to $56,400. Freight $1375. So you're looking at about $57.75. So the models that you got, I have to read because there's so many of them. You got the 3.3 turbo models. They all have the 3.3 except for the hybrid, which is a 4-cylinder. You got the turbo preferred. You've got what else have you got here? You got the turbo preferred. You got the total turbo premium, turbo S premium, and that's with the PHEV. And then the Turbo S Premium Plus with PHEV. Lots to look for, lots to look at. Get online. It's the easiest way to do it. You can build the car of your dreams, add, take away project or packages, see if it gets into your financing. Not really bad, under $60,000. So let's take a walk around and see what we got here. Okay, so looking at the Mazda from the front, you can't miss the Mazda emblem that's been around forever and ever. Not a lot of chrome, which I'm a fan of. And by the way, one of the options are the headlights. If you're up in the mountains and it's dark, wherever you turn the wheel, the headlights will turn to the left or right, so you've got a clear view when you're up in traffic, which I really enjoy. You've also got a very comfortable ride. This thing is extremely comfortable going down the freeway. Every time it locks, it pushes your mirrors back, which is cool. You got a really beefy looking roof rack. This is where it tells you it's got the inline 6-cylinder, so they're pretty proud of that. Like I said, the color is very unique. The back seat is really nice. They just did a really nice job on the back seat as far as comfort. And if you take a look at the interior, I like this two-tone. I like the Zychron sand on the outside and this really nice tan on the inside. And I don't know if I want to call it mouse fur, but it's a really nice, soft, subtle panels. You got all your controls, nice steering wheel, center console, nice big center console. And then you've got plenty of room for all size folks. And you got that round knob in the center console. That's where you'll change a lot of your features that are on the dash. It's, of course, push start, no key, which I don't think there's too many people that have keys at all anymore. Seats are very comfortable, adjustable headrests, just a really one. And then, of course, if you set the car up, there's 3 settings for 3 drivers, so you don't have to, if your wife gets in and she's a little bit taller than you or shorter than you, she'll want to set it one way and you'll want to set it another. Let's take a look in the back seat. Now, this has got the very comfortable, and you'll look how big that door opens. It's always been a pet peeve of mine, especially if you have kids and you got to get the stroller or the car seat. But look at that. It's really got a lot of space, a lot of room. You've also got privacy curtains, which are manual, which I like. I'm not a fan of the power because if you use the power ones, they're connected to the window itself, where those just sit up there. So now you could actually put the window down and keep the netting, which is really nice. But if it's power, then this comes down first and then this comes down. So that's an issue. You got your 60/40 seats. Just pop this little guy right up here. Pull. I'll have to put that one much forward. I can do that just to give you an idea how flat it gets, because that's really important when you're hauling groceries, or maybe you've got kids that play sports. And so you got a really nice area for it to go down. I'm not sure. I did not try it to see how flat it gets. Doesn't look like it's going to be all that flat. That's not too bad. So that gives you that. And then, of course, when you look at it does have a center armrest with cup holders. And if you'll notice, it also, see how upright that seat is? With a little bit of finesse, you could actually tilt it back. So if you're on a long trip and somebody wants to take a nap, you can do that. All right, so again, seats fold back for comfort, especially on a long trip. And if you feel the seat very well, and if I can get this to, see, it comes this way, but then you can go all the way, you can go back about that far, which is very nice for when you're traveling on a long trip and you got passengers back there and they're getting a little tired. That's the easiest way to do that. Of course, it's got its power lift gate, which I like. Just a little touch there. And see, without that third row seat, boy, that's really nice. You could actually lower your seats right and left just by the touch of a button. You've also got a place to plug in a 110, which is really nice. So if you had to put a cooler back here, or maybe a heater or something to that effect, you could do that. And then, of course, you've got a place to plug in a receptacle. If whatever your power source has to use that, you can do it. You got this really nice cover that comes all the way up, so you don't have to worry about anybody seeing any of your packages and gear. And that's really nice, because normally, where are you going to put it if you don't want to use it? So they keep it well stored. So that's it in a nutshell. It's your Mazda CX70. Take a look at it. But now you can look at the 50, the 70, or the 90. All right. That was 2025 Mazda. Go down to your dealer or take a look online, see if it works for you. All right. Don't forget to go to MrDaveStall.com on my YouTube page. Take a look at all the different cars that we put on here. And don't go anywhere. We got more cars coming. Drive safe.